Y'all, after getting the news that there may be UFO bases on the moon, the US government drops the 5th batch of UFO files. And CBS News has put together an article that doesn't just showcase the crafts themselves, but it also has great excerpts from expert pilots that were on the scene. The Pentagon releases a new batch of UFO files. Did you see that? The Pentagon on Friday released a new batch of documents and images related to UFOs, also known as unidentified anomalous phenomenon, or UAP, including a military pilot's recollection of a huge, strange triangle that blocked out the stars over Afghanistan in 2002, which is wild. We just saw the Afghanistan luminous cube UFO, and we've seen these giant triangle UFOs that we call dark pyramids. Now the pilots are seeing them. The 41 new files posted on the Pentagon's UFO website include a mix of documents, images, and videos. The records come from the Pentagon, FBI, CIA, State Department, and Executive Office of the President, with the oldest being from 1950, and we didn't have drones or anything back then, and the most recent being from this very year. The disclosure is the 5th release under the executive order President Trump signed in January, directing the military and other agencies to produce more documents related to UFOs, something I'm actually very, very grateful for. I just wish the people he told to release those files would release the good ones. We know they have HD close-ups. What's in the new UFO files? The bulk of Friday's release includes the type of grainy videos that have been the hallmark of past disclosures, showing flying objects captured by military sensors and cameras. 6 of the videos show different versions of the same incident in an encounter over the Gulf of Oman by Special Operations Forces on an AC-130J gunship on September of 2021. The clips are cell phone videos of screens on the gunship showing objects picked up by its infrared and other sensors, which is wild because I'm assuming that means that you couldn't see them with your naked eye or record them with a regular camera, which actually happens very often. An accompanying intelligence report sheds more light on the footage. The report said the forces on board the gunship observed approximately 25 instances of UAPs while conducting a live fire exercise in the Gulf of Oman. Wow, 25 instances, I'd be kind of freaked out. Quote, the UAPs were observed as cold orbs flying at lower altitudes between 250 and 1,300 miles per hour. Crazy. In different formations as well as maneuvering aggressively. UAPs also appear to react to the aircraft firing its main cannon. This is according to the report. And that's a quote from in the report. That's fascinating. The encounter could not be resolved by the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, the Pentagon's UAP investigative arm. We can see here one clip submitted by the U.S. Central Command shows footage captured by military aircraft over a populated area in the Middle East in 2025. The video shows what appears to be an object zooming across a screen. The incident remains unresolved. And you can see it here. You even see that for a moment it does like a quick turn, that little quick turnaround. That would be impossible for us. That's absolutely fascinating. And I don't think it's these orbs, right? Because some people are like, oh, no, it's literally that little, it's hard to see, but that little white aggressively moving spot on the map, that's the UFO. Here we have another clip. That's the point of interest right there. Another video shows footage captured by the U.S. government special agent in the western U.S. this year. The Pentagon said that the video features 2 slow-moving black hot areas of contrast visible in infrared imaging, which is fascinating because I'm only seeing this one. Interesting. Well, we are going to show the longer clip a little later in the video, so maybe it's in there. A partially redacted report about the encounter said that the agent received a report about a radio frequency being detected and soon pointed a handheld infrared sensor in its direction. And that's how they found it. So the thing was there and it was sending off signals, but they couldn't see it until they pulled out the infrared camera. That's crazy to me. Quote, he saw a black object in the sky. It was not moving fast. He took pictures using the optical device. While observing, he saw a second object to the right of the first and took additional photos and videos. The objects were moving together at the same speed. The FBI report said both were black hot. He lost view of the objects when they traveled a distance out of view. Total observation time was approximately 5 to 10 minutes. I wonder if these are... Yeah, I think these are the ones that they're talking about there, because we're seeing the 2 black dots, as opposed to this one, which is just a different UFO sighting altogether. And there's going to be more a little later, but that's also very interesting. Look how they kind of flicker in and out of existence. Friday's release includes 302 forms. It includes maybe 302 is a type of form, 302 forms which the FBI uses to record the details of witness interviews. All 8 include redactions to shield confidential information, and most are paired with artist renderings from the Bureau showing the object that the witnesses described. Others were released along video footage that the interviewees captured, showing what appeared to be orbs and other light sources in the sky. We've been seeing a lot of orbs lately too. Look at this, look at this. One noteworthy 302 report records an interview with a former military pilot in 2024. The pilot told an agent that military pilots began seeing strange lights in the sky between midnight and 3 a.m. the year before. The pilot said he first saw lights during a flight from Massachusetts to Ireland on October of 2023. I wonder if that's what these are the things he's seeing. That's kind of creepy to see while you're on a flight. Redacted. This is a quote. Redacted was at an elevation of 37,000 feet and believed the lights were much higher than him. Wow, probably at 50,000 feet or higher. The lights were white in color, would start out as dim and get brighter before they eventually faded out. The report said the full cycle of lights would range from 10 seconds to a minute. The pilot said he saw the lights roughly 10 times after that first experience. He also told the agent about something he saw while surfing in Afghanistan in 2002, and I believe this is the pyramid one. At approximately 4:30 a.m. local time, Redacted noticed that the stars were getting blacked out over Bahram. It appeared as if something huge went overhead from west to east and was in equilateral triangle shape. Wow, okay. The object was moving silently at a consistent speed and altitude, possibly 150 knots, with no lights visible, the agent wrote. The pilot estimated it was 500 feet in size. Wow. But he could not fully see the shape of the object. He reported that the pilot he was with also observed a triangle, and when it passed over stated, "Did you see that?" The FBI produced an artist's rendering of the object. Imagine seeing that in the night sky. You're looking up and you see this giant, you don't even see it. See, that's the crazy thing about this. It's like a black hole. You don't even see it. You don't even know it's there. The only reason you know it's there is because there are supposed to be stars in the sky, and whatever the hell this is, blocked out the stars. So you're not even seeing their craft. You're just seeing a lack of stars, which tells your brain there's something there. That's insane. And we have been seeing those weird UFOs recently that some people say that the underside turns like a Vanta black, like a dark black color that absorbs light. It doesn't reflect sunlight even in the daytime. Hello? Look at this. The Pentagon said that Friday's document disclosure won't be the last under Mr. Trump's executive, or I think you should say President Trump's executive order, with a spokesman saying the department will release additional files on a rolling basis. Now, to be fair to this administration, that is actually something that we have seen. Well, some of the releases haven't been the best releases out there. We have been getting a steady drop of UFO files, and it seems the government is taking this more seriously and speaking about it more openly, which I truly appreciate because we need answers. And y'all, I'm not just giving you those clips. I've compiled some of the best parts of today's UFO file batch release for your viewing pleasure. I'm going to go through them more, of course, and see if I can find any more things and make another video probably fully diving into the release. But if you like this article and you can't wait to see these UFO files that are about to come out in just 5 seconds on your screen, smash like and enjoy. absolutely fascinating. As I said, I will scour some more, see if we can get some more background information on whatever these things are and what they're doing. And we'll see more UFOs right on this channel.